this. These are the reasons your locks are thinning. What's going on, lock fam? I am back again with another video. Before I continue, I am going to just go ahead and remove this lock style. We are going to be talking about why your locks, well, I'm guilty too. We'll be talking about why our locks are thinning. This video is for people who are currently dealing with the thinning of their locks. Maybe your locks are thick and luscious and everyone's dream. Watching this video will tell you what you need to avoid doing to ensure that your locks remain thick and never thin. So guys, as I say in all of my videos, what I'm about to explain is from my personal experience. You might not ever experience what I experienced. You might be experiencing something else. If you have another reason why your locks are currently thinning, or you have a concern or a question, leave a comment in the video below. Maybe somebody else in the lock community will have the answer. You never know. Let's create a discussion about this because I know that this is a problem that a lot of people deal with. You guys, ever since I was young, I've always had really thick hair. So when I started my locks, I was like, I'm never gonna deal with thinning. I'm good to go. And as my locks started to grow, I noticed, like you can see it with this lock in particular, the front of my hair is the problem. Okay, so the number one thing that I am guilty of that I know caused thinning with my locks is putting them up in tight styles. Anytime I go out, up until today, I have 6 locks in the front down, and I take the middle of my hair and I put them up, right? So this, you guys, is my go-to lock style. If my husband says, hey, we're going out, my locks are like this. We're going to the grocery store. It's my go-to hairstyle anytime I leave my house. As I'm talking to you guys right now, I can actually feel my locks right here pulling. You can actually see it in my scalp that the lock is getting pulled. I've always had a problem with my edges growing up with certain protective styles. I was doing all types of monkey foolishness with my edges. This right here is one of the reasons why my locks started to thin really bad right along this edge here. There's times actually where I do put my locks up into a style. I actually have to pull the front locks here out because they'll literally be so tight that they'll start to hurt. My strongest suggestion is do not leave your locks in a style for a long period of time. Comment below if you have these moments too, where you get home and you take your locks out of a style and you literally just stand there while your locks fall down and all you feel is relief. So now that I know that having my locks up all the time in a style is a reason why my locks at the front are thinning, what I did is I went to a beauty supply store and I bought these hair ties. When I use these super stretchy hair elastics, keeps the locks out of my face. I can throw my locks back. When I use these, you'll see that my locks are not being pulled. I don't feel any pain. I don't feel any discomfort. So another reason why I found that my locks started to thin as well is I honestly don't even want to talk about it. Constantly touching my locks. My hands are in my locks. I'm always touching them. Your locks just want to be left alone. Your locks just want to be left alone. Your locks just want to be left alone. Leave your locks alone. Don't touch them. I do my lock maintenance at home by myself. I usually interlock my locks, which I just learned the other day from that video I posted. It's called interlocking. I was just calling it relocking, but it turns out that there's an actual term for this called interlocking. My issue is that I'm constantly touching my locks. Like, I'm doing it right now. I'm constantly going like this. Like, this is the one thing I do all the time. Or like, I'll just be like this, which is pulling on the lock. The second thing I'm just gonna say to you guys, honestly, to pause on the thinning of your locks is to just leave them alone. We want our locks to have the least amount of tension possible. But we don't want to leave them alone, but we have to, guys. Moving on to number 3 of why your locks are thinning: constant bleaching or coloring. You know, we all know that hair dyes, whether they're permanent or semi-permanent, have chemicals. Bleach has chemicals. But if you're anything like me, no one's like me, because ain't nobody bleached their hair twice in one night. There is a video on YouTube with proof that I did do this to myself. I bleached my locks twice in one single night. I had a moment. I blame it on my 20s because I was turning 30 in a couple days. So we're gonna blame that on our 20s. I realized that my locks were starting to thin in the front here before I even bleached and colored them. I did the absolute most, guys, to achieve a color that I still don't have. My bathtub is blue. My bathroom is more blue than my locks right now. So was it really worth it bleaching my locks twice and coloring them 3 times and dealing with this thinning in the front of my locks? This is the color that I wanted my locks to be. I'm gonna leave you guys with the last reason I think that our locks are thinning. I'm coming up to 5 years of being locked, and I only just learned late last year my proper moisturizing routine. Your locks are your locks. Everybody's locks are different. Everybody's hair is different. So how I moisturize my locks might not necessarily be how you moisturize your locks. So what you need to do, guys, is learn the moisturizing routine that works best for your locks. I will be showing you guys in upcoming videos my moisturizing routine. Keeping your locks moisturized will definitely stop the thinning of your locks. You need to make sure your locks are hydrated and moisturized. If you have dry and brittle locks, your locks are going to drop out of your head. How I test that my locks are moisturized, I actually run my fingers through my scalp. If they're bone dry, my locks need water or they need oil, they need something. If you can't tell the difference between your locks and the rug in your living room, go and moisturize your locks. Don't come back to another one of my videos with dry locks. Don't do that. Those were a few reasons why I have dealt with thinning with my locks that you might be dealing with right now, or you may have already dealt with and figured out a solution. If you guys are not currently following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at eat.pray.locked. Thank you guys for coming back and watching another video. I hope that you guys did learn something today. If you did find this video useful, go ahead and hit that like button so this video can be seen by other people and help them as well. Don't forget to turn on your bell notifications, guys, because that's how you'll know that I have posted a video. If you're not already locked in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's all help each other grow our locks to our ankles. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.